Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Every time I shoot one of these, I become more and more aware that I need a haircut. Are you guys having that too? I think probably. It was really nice talking with all of you on Monday and Tuesday and just checking in and seeing how you all are doing and whether you're hanging in there with your all of your assignments and quizzes. Apparently it's quiz week, and hanging out with your families and trying to stay well. Only 3 more weeks to go. A couple of just basic reminders. We don't have a final in this class, so that's one less thing to worry about. Today is, if you took the extension, today is the day to turn in Portfolio 3, so please make sure that you turn those in. For those of you who did not take the extension, I have not started grading your papers because most people took an extension, so I was just going to wait till I have all of those. Today is also the day that you're hopefully turning in the first draft of Portfolio 4, your magazine feature. You guys had a lot of great ideas, so I'm actually really excited to read those. These are usually pretty entertaining, or if you have a dark, bleak subject, they're at least interesting. So today you're going to find your partner, who may be a new partner, so go back to the announcement from, I think it's April 10th, that gives you the list of your new partners, if you have new partners, and you should get in touch with them and send them your draft and start doing the checklist item called Draft Workshop. For Friday, you have just a little bit of reading, literally one page. We usually do this in class, but I made a sort of side-by-side comparison between what is a lit review and what is a magazine feature. What are like the different features of those things? So that is your 1-page reading assignment for Friday. Other than that, you are working on revising your draft. So I had 2 things that sort of came up as I was talking with people Monday and Tuesday that I wanted to make sure that you were aware of. The first thing is, this is on the comparison sheet, but if you aren't aware, magazine features do not have APA style citations or reference pages. So you're not going to have the parenthetical author year sort of thing. Instead, I want you to include that information within the sentence itself that sort of introduces the source. Here, it's extra important to give some kind of context. If you read a lot of these things in newspapers and magazines, you'll know that they'll say, who this person is, not just last name, but Professor so-and-so of such and such university, a specialist in whatever. What I need from you is for you to give me enough information that I could Google search it. Like if I was interested in learning more about the original research, then I'd have somewhere in the sentence you have the year, which is also just good information to have, and you'd also have the author's name. So I could look them up and find that research. But you should not have APA style citations in your magazine feature. The other thing, and this is going to make some of you laugh. It's a little bit absurd, but if you haven't heard of self-plagiarism, that is a real thing. So you might think, how can I self-plagiarize? If I've written something, I should get to use it again. Specifically, you might be copying and pasting paragraphs from your lit review into your magazine feature and thinking, like, what's wrong with this? So there's 2 things wrong. First thing is that if you're taking something in your academic sort of tone and putting it in your magazine feature, it should stand out because your magazine feature shouldn't sound like that. The other problem is that even though it is your work and it's your intellectual property, there's sort of this social contract that says that if you turned it in one time, you can't turn in the same work again. And this also goes for publishing. If you're an author who's published a paper and you lift a paragraph from your own paper and put it in another paper, that is considered to be plagiarism. It's fine to do that in sort of, if you're making a website and you also put the same paragraph in your pamphlet for your business, something like that, that's all fine. But in academia, you cannot reuse the same writing that you've done. People literally get fired for this. So as absurd as that may sound, you have to make sure that you are not doing that. And since the Blackboard system has already seen your paper, your literature review, if you have too close of stuff in your magazine feature, it will flag it and it will tell me it's already seen this before, specifically in your previous paper. So you need to paraphrase your own paraphrases if you are talking about the same like section of the research. Again, I know that may sound silly, but that is a real thing. So make sure that if for now you've been using texts from your lit review as placeholders, make sure that in your next draft going forward, you start to move that into new text and make it your own words again. Right. So homework for Friday is to read the one-page comparison sheet, which I will also attach to this announcement, and also work on revision. I hope you all are having a good week, and I will talk to you again on Friday. Bye, everybody.